As of right now, we're not getting any new information about episodes 5 and 6 of the Amazing Digital Circus, but I have some interesting theories about the 7th and 8th episodes. In this video, I will tell you who will be the main characters in the new episode, in what locations will be the adventures of the next episodes, what will be their plot and level of tension, and how will the plot develop closer to the final of Digital Circus. Those who have already forgotten, I remind you that the show Amazing Digital Circus was promised 8 episodes in total, but at one point Gooseworks suggested to the studio Glitch to split the 8th, the last series at that time, into 2 parts. Glitch approved the idea. Therefore, there will be a total of 9 episodes in the series. Today, my guesses and speculations about the next episodes will be presented. As we know in episode 4, there is a trend of all future episodes of the show to reveal a certain character in each episode. Since Gangle has already been shown as the main character in the 4th episode, she will not appear in the next episodes. Kinger has also already been touched upon a bit in the 3rd episode, though it's entirely possible that he'll still be brought in for the final episode as the creator of the whole digital circus. We also already have a rough idea of who will definitely be brought in episodes 5 and 6. It's Ragatha and Jax, respectively. Although Gooseworks wrote on Tumblr that these 2 episodes will be split roughly evenly between them, that doesn't stop Ragatha and Jax from being the main characters in their respective episodes, as there will clearly be some sort of love line and its reveal. So if these episodes tended to reveal the real personalities and parts of the characters' memories, then the 7th and 8th episodes will also reveal certain characters. I think it will most likely be Zubal and Cain. The latter version will surprise you a lot, as Cain is just an artificial intelligence. However, the main antagonist of the Amazing Digital Circus is also worthy of revealing who he really is, by whom he was created, and most importantly, why. All this we will learn in the 8th episode, because it is likely that Gooseworks wanted to divide the 8th and 9th episodes to reveal the true face of Cain in one of them in detail, and the last episode is hardly suitable for this because there should be a climax and denouement of the whole series, and the analysis of Cain's personality is not quite suitable for this. So Cain will be the main character of the 8th episode, not the 9th. So why will Zubal be featured in episode 7? I believe it will be because all the other characters have already been shown to us, or we know when they will be shown. And by process of elimination, we find out that the 7th episode is dedicated to revealing Zubal. What do we know about her? First of all, she's 6 months older than Jax, and I think she's her little brother. Secondly, she has a box of parts in the room we were shown in episode 4 that Zubal uses as replacements for her body parts, which could indicate some sort of teenage body rejection complex. It is also likely that the action of the 7th episode will be based on the parts from the box, because if Jax does not change for the better after the 5th and 6th episodes, he may well steal some parts he needs and then lose or break them. And that's what the whole plot of the Zubal episode will revolve around. Since Gooseworks wrote in the Tumblr that episode 5 will be the calm before the storm, and episode 5 will be about Ragatha and Jax, then episodes 6 and 7 will fit the concept of a storm quite well. After all, both the 5th and the 7th will involve the most energetic and colorful characters, namely Jax, with his episode full of carnage, weapons, and taking place in the most suitable location for evil Jax in the house of a mad butcher, as well as the most judicious and really honest Zubal, with her complexes and the ability to modify herself. I suddenly had a theory that Zubal, by changing herself more and more with her own parts, was becoming less and less herself, changing and replacing not only his body, but also her soul. This refers us to an old Greek riddle. The ship Argo got battered in a storm and had its mast replaced. Then a hurricane hit it, and it had part of its stern replaced. And so it was replaced until there was not a single part left that had not been replaced. Is this the same Argo ship, or is it a completely different ship? The same thing happens with Zubal. As we Pomni remember, at the beginning of the show she was withdrawn, unsociable, and didn't want to socialize with anyone. And in the last episode she even got caught up in Cain's adventure, and wasn't such a stranger in this test of nerves and mental balance. I believe that as she gradually replaces herself, she is getting better and better as a socializer. However, in the plot of the Amazing Digital Circus, the same storyline as with Ragatha can be carried out in relation to Zubal. I mean the gradual deterioration of the character in our eyes. For example, when we increasingly doubt the character's sincerity and good intentions. This was the case with Ragatha throughout the 4th episode. Before him, viewers wouldn't have a single question for Ragatha, especially about her goodness. So here's the thing about episode 7. I believe it will show us how Zubal will change after completely replacing himself. The premise was that Gangel's mask had a negative effect on her, and she didn't just forget about it, she threw it away in protest of the pretense and hypocrisy. Most likely, it will be Gangel who will notice the strange behavior of Zubal, and it will happen when the adventure is about to begin. There can only be theories about the adventure, and mine is that since the theme of the 7th episode will be about replacement, it is likely that the location of Cain's adventure will be a theater with many different parts to completely replace Zubal's parts. At the beginning of the episode, Cain will again try to act out a skit just like the first episode only using Pomni, but since no one will want to do it, Cain will decide to give them a theater lesson and offer them a theater-related adventure. What the adventure itself will be, I don't have any ideas yet. Will it be a large auditorium or for chamber performances of plays in a close family circle? Will there be new NPCs or will Cain use all the same mannequins? Also, maybe episode 7 will have a playground as a location in the adventure. After all, it seems to me that the parts that make up Zubal are very similar to the trash and unnecessary parts that kids throw on the playground. These can be parts that are in every children's construction set. Toy things for cooking, for example. In the 4th episode, Zubal replaced her hand with a toy spatula for cooking, as well as various junk such as springs or toy eyes that decorate some children's books. Zubal combines different stages of growing up, such as childhood in her body, teenage complexes and adult poise and calmness in stressful situations. In episode 8, in my opinion, the main character will be Cain. This artificial intelligence does not allow the heroes to get bored because his main function is to create adventures, which should in idea keep the characters from going crazy. But some of his NPCs cannot help but horrify. For example, how he played the image of a mother with many children who does not watch her children, but everywhere stands up for them. Of course, I'm describing the Gloink Queen now. In our time of tolerance for various poor minorities, they can be sued for such things. Also, he can't feel emotions and is very easy to piss off. But it works a little differently with the captives of the Amazing Digital Circus. I think that in episode 8, Cain will have a glitch in the program that will cause exit doors to start appearing around the digital circus. Judging by the character's behavior, it's easy to conclude that the main factor holding them back from finding an exit is their fear of abstraction. But this time it's going to be different. The chance to get out of the digital circus will come for real. Cain won't want to let the characters go so easily and will continue to argue that this is an unfinished piece and there is no way out. This will lead to the most dangerous battle in Digital Circus for the main characters. They will have to confront Cain. Cain will not use his powers to destroy the main characters right away. He needs them alive and adequate to keep going through his adventures. This will equal the chances in the battle. On the contrary, the main characters will be able to use all the weapons they possess. Admittedly, this will not be very effective against Cain. At this point, Pomni will play a major role. She will tell the other characters about all the glitches she found inside the digital circus. For example, the collision bug. It is the use of the bugs that will help defeat Cain. What are your thoughts on this one? Who will the 7th and 8th episodes focus on? How will the character of Cain be revealed to us, and what will happen next with Zubal? Write your opinions and theories in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck, everyone, and bye.